Welcome to the Old Horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy, home of the Ohio State Buckeyes and one of the great settings in all of college football. Boy, the scarlet and gray already rocking this house. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on another team from the Big Ten, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Wolverines will get us underway with the opening kickoff. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Buckeyes offense will have the first possession of the game. Stakes are always high in the game. Careers are made and lost because of it, and they'll have to manage their emotions, guys.
Some games in college football just mean more. When you think about Ohio State and Michigan, you think about not just Big Ten implications, national title implications, Heisman Trophy implications. Late in the year, David, this is just must-watch TV.
Must-watch TV. Two of the winningest programs in college football history. This game, I tell you what, recent years has really brought back the tradition and been so much more competitive now that Michigan's also getting some wins.
Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down.
Yeah, and there you go again. Ohio State bringing the ground game. They typically do that, Reese. That's pretty normal.
They've built their entire program around it. Archie Griffin, two-time Heisman Trophy winner. You go back to Hopalong Cassidy. I mean, the Buckeyes love to run the ball, no matter how many times they spin the magic beat. This offense has a second down play. Dropping back, it's Howard. Makes his connection. He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a first down and a pickup of 10. The time-honored phrase for a quarterback is field general. This dude, in this environment, he's like a stadium commander. He's like an elevated rank above field general.
He's like an orchestrator. He knows how to set them off and then bring it up and bring the excitement with the big plays and make it look easy time and time again. And that's why this offense is so impressive.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking for space, it's Judkins. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. And the Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. Going up top on first down. Pulls it in. It's Tate. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. These two first squared off in 1897, and this rivalry is almost like a history of the sport itself.
So much history, so much tradition. I mean, I can go back to 2006 when they were 1-2 in the country. You know, like, these games really matter. The uniforms are clean. The athletes are flowing. There's tons of athletes all over the place. This is always a huge showdown.
And you think about some of the great coaches that have graced the sidelines in this rivalry. Bo Schembechler at Michigan and Woody Hayes at Ohio State. And it's amazing, in a conference full of trophy games, maybe the greatest rivalry doesn't even have one.
They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. Gets it out fast. And he's brought down after a nice gain. He threw that one with some serious heat. This senior quarterback doesn't need a lot of space to get it in there. Looking to pass inside the red zone. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Got a man. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. The Buckeyes will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Looking to throw it again. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Snags it. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
How about the start from this offense? What a drive. Just when they needed a third down conversion, they got it. They put a bunch of plays together, kind of wore the defense out, and in the end, punched it in for 6.
Getting set for the point after. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. And he takes this from inside the 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. So Michigan's offense will go to work for the first time today. And both of these teams have anchors in the middle that you build your defense around.
And everybody just seems to look to these two guys when there's a big play on the field that needs to happen, right?
They're making all the calls. They're making sure that they're in the right spots, run, pass, getting everybody organized, and they do it at a high level.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
This pass rush is serious, man. When you watch them on film, they do a nice job in the back end, taking away all the throws downfield. He's trying to get to his check down, but that pressure gets to him, and the hit forced the incomplete.
Using his legs, it's Edwards. Works his way into the traffic and picks up 3 to the 17. The colors of the day were maize and blue when Michigan won a close one last year.
It was Ohio State leaving the stadium feeling blue after that one, too. The way that Michigan enforced their will late in that game. They were the most physical team when they needed to be, and David, they're going to have to do that again to pull out this W.
Yeah, and it doesn't matter if you're the coach at Ohio State and you won every game on your schedule, but you lose to Michigan, it's an unsuccessful year. So he's heard about it all season, and these players have too, and they'll be ready for some revenge.
The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. He wants to throw. Caught near the sticks. It's Cleescore. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. And the Wolverines are rolling down the field. Off the play fake on first down. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much. There's so many great rivalries in college football, guys, but I think this one, because of the disdain and the excellence, sort of rises to the top.
Yeah, I mean, listen, there are great rivalries scattered all around this country. In-state rivalries, interconference rivalries, a great history, great pageantry. But I think what makes Ohio State versus Michigan unique is the fact that more often than not, these are two teams competing for national championships at the end of the year, and this game really does determine the national landscape.
And 19 national championships between the two teams. Late in the year, it always matters. You go back to 2006, number 1 versus number 2. So always disdain, always hate. Don't even call each other by their names. Like, this rivalry means so much to college football.
The give and the run on fourth down. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains. From that spot on the field, this is the area that we expert commentators call no man's land. So the call makes sense.
You have to go for it. You're in a situation where you're in field goal range for maybe elite kickers, but dude, go for it. You're not going to have anything to lose. Field position will still be okay. You got to go for it in these situations.
That last play, the kind of thing that can mess up a really good drive. It's 2nd and 17. Quickly to the tight end. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just frees the second level of that defense just for a second and allowed the tight end to work himself vertically down the field. But how about this guy after the catch, right? So hard to bring down. What a weapon.
Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. This crowd rising up, sensing that its defense needs some help. On the ground, it's Edwards. Brought down at the 7 after picking up 3. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Keep it on the ground. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And this is the area of the field where it gets really, really tough. Because the red zone, you know you got to run the football more. Well, this defense is #1 in the nation against the run. So I look for this offense to be more physical, be creative, try to find ways to run the ball against this defense that is so dynamic.
They make the stop, and that'll bring the first quarter to a close. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. Distance not the problem here. The angle is a little tricky. Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys.
Well, everybody in the stadium thought that was an automatic 3. Not so fast. Bad miss by the kicker.
The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, Dave. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Set up for second and short after that completion. This time they'll go to the running game. They've got it out to the 34 after getting 5 there.
Well, you see a great individual effort there that time, and you can see the skills this guy has, and he just reminds me sometimes of the great Ohio State backs we've seen in the past, right? You think of Archie Griffin and his 2 Heisman trophies, Ezekiel Elliott, J.K. Dobbins. This guy right here with his skill set, he's got the chance to be the next great Buckeye back.
Quickly complete. Tackled after picking up the first down.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
Quick strike complete. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game. Now on second down. Looking for a man. It's Howard. Using the quick game. Oh, ball's out. Well, the offense looks as if they fell on the fumble, and they'll keep the ball.
Good awareness by the offense. You never want to see the ball on the ground, but a nice job understanding to just kind of jump on it and make sure you keep possession.
They'll throw it on first down. They'll pick up 4, second and 6 coming. He's just winning that matchup in the slot every time.
And when you put him in the slot, Reese, he's closer to the quarterback. It's an easier throw. We can run in, we can run out, and really take advantage of his versatility of the guy in that slot position.
Finally pulled down, but not before. Moving the chains for a first down. The Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
He wants to throw it again. Fires to the wideout. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
That's one thing about this defense. They've got some dudes in the back end that can cover. They can hang with some of these intended targets. Nice job swatting that one away.
Going for it all. He makes a catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. Talk about a breakdown in coverage. That might be the easiest catch he'll have all day.
It doesn't get much easier than that, except the hardest part about this is the walk to the sidelines, because then you have to justify what happened, and the defensive coach is going to be just a smidge upset that you left that guy wide open in the end zone for the big play.
They'll try to add another to their lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they finish it off with a touchdown toss from the 23. Just about set to kick it away. And he'll bring it back. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. They'll give it to him again. Oh, better look out. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. He's up to 55 yards rushing, and he is a virtual lock to have a 1,200-yard season. Going for the big play. Touchdown, Wolverines. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
He'll call for the fair catch here. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
And, you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Finds his way for 3 after the 33. It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. Back to throw, it's Howard. Gets it out quickly. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. A new set of downs after the completion. Looking to move it through the air. Fires to the big fella. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the first down.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
It's the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can tack a little something extra on their lead before the break. On the run, it's Judkins. They knock him down right there.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Wants to throw on 3rd. Got his man quickly. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. Looking for a productive play on first down. He's going to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Scott. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. And the Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on first down. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Well, I know that one fell incomplete, but what a day this guy has had throwing the football. Multiple touchdowns, and he's done a really nice job with his decision-making. Hasn't thrown any picks, which has really helped keep this offense on schedule.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this.
He makes a grab. He gets it in. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
That is exactly what you want from your quarterback. Hanging in there, letting the route develop, throwing the football down the field while you're getting hit, and the receiver does the rest and runs into the end zone for the touchdown.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. And they get it into the end zone on a 36-yard touchdown pass. Fielded in the end zone, it's Stewart. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be...
Sends it downfield. What a catch and what a throw along the sideline. Just sings it in there. A little Barishnikov for the toe tap. Offense threatening at the 45-yard line on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Catch in the middle, it's Bell.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half.
And you see tight end matchups all over the field all the time now. It used to just be in the red zone. Now, you just find the big fella, you put him in the slot, try to give him the ball as much as possible because you know he can make big plays.
And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. And this is a really important series of plays, a chance to cut into the lead just before halftime. He wants it all. And it's caught. Touchdown, Michigan.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Line gets set, first down. They're going to open this drive with a pass. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. After misfiring, it's second down. Looking for a man. It's Howard. A strike downfield. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Looking down the middle. He's got it. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Just inside the 40-yard line. It's 1st and 10 from the 39. Looking to move it through the air. Grabs it inside the 10. Touchdown, Ohio State. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. A lot of glorious days in the history of the Buckeyes, and this might put this guy right at the top of the list for a single game.
And that list of names is incredible. Like, we could go down the list of so many guys that have been such great playmakers, so dynamic. So to think about putting yourself in that category, we're going to be talking about winning trophies and this guy being an All-American by season's end.
The returner will field it and bring it back. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Takes the handoff. It's Edwards. Open space at the 25. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They'll throw it on first down. He wants to go deep. He's got it at the 20. Touchdown, Wolverines. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
Yeah, coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Coverage team there to make the stop. They avoid disaster, and that's the end of the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, whether it's in the shoe or the big house, When you have these two programs with all that's at stake today, you know emotions run high in a game known simply as the game. The passing game for both sides has been outstanding. On point, unrelenting. They've excelled in the short game, the intermediate game, and especially on the deep ball. All in all, a thrilling display of offensive firepower, and these defenses have a lot to discuss here at halftime. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the fight between Michigan and Ohio State plays out.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. They put points on the board in the first half, but still find themselves in a hole.
And if I'm this offense, man, I'm not trying to change anything. I scored a bunch of points. I've been successful. Jesse, the defense has to catch up here in the second half.
Yeah, they do. They're going to have to start making plays, but you can only control what you can control. So for the offense, go out, do your job, trusting that your defense is going to make a play.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Gonna run it. It's Edwards. He's up to 90 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. Kept it on the ground last time. Let's see if they go back to it on second down. The give to the back. Finds some space, enough to get 5 to the 22.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. With the catch, it's Morris. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. The Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. The give to the back. And he knocked him down after he picks up 5 out to the 34.
I know the passing game sells and the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
The run from the shotgun. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35. These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. Back to pass, it's Warren. He finds a soft spot in the middle. And he's down at the 41. That's a 1st down. And the Wolverines are on the move. The lone back's got it. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. Got a little work done on 1st down, now back to the line. To the ground with the back. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense.
And just a great job on the defense being standing, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
He's got 1st down yardage as they move it to the 44. When your best is demanded on a big stage like this against a rival, he has delivered, cracking the 150-yard mark.
No doubt about it. What do we say? Big-time players make big plays in big games. The games don't get bigger than this for this team right here, and this guy, David, has shown up today.
And it's so nice as a coach to have that dude that you know you can count on. He'll put up big numbers, and he's been carrying this offense.
And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Morgan. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains, it's at the 22. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. A run up the middle is stuck for no gain.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball nowhere to go.
To the air, it's Warren. Gets it to the back. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. Already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on 3rd and long from the 22. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. It's Morris. They'd hope to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation in the game.
It's a fake. He wants to throw it. And the defense, they've got him at the 27. You want to be bold and daring, but sometimes you got to know when to just take the 3. They got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Squirts across the 30 to the 32, a pickup of 5. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Smith. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Gets it out fast. And they pick up just a few on that completion. They've done a really good job creating the matchups they want out of the slot.
Yeah, dude, get that guy matched up on a linebacker. That guy matched up on a safety. Keep him away from the corners by putting him in the slot. Get him the football. Let him make plays.
I feel like this guy's having one of those games. It happens maybe once in your life. He's just been open everywhere on the field. He's been lighting up the scoreboard. He's turning these defenders around. They just simply can't cover him.
They'll leave it with him. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
It's just simple. Simple 1st down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
To the air, it's Howard. Quickly complete. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down mark. Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. They'll try to pick up the 1st through the air. Grab near the marker. It's Tate. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the 1st down at the 34-yard line. He's looking to throw it. Quick strike complete. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the 1st down. And now on 2nd down for this offense. They'll give it to the back. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing?
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Scott. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down. Offense getting set for 1st down. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. He's right on target. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. 2nd down now as they're ready to go back to work. He's looking to throw. He's got the tight end. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Ohio State is dotting Michigan's eye as the Buckeyes are firmly in control.
And Ohio State, they've let a few get away from their rival in Michigan, and they're trying to get that back. So they came into this one with a chip on their shoulder. They're not always used to being in that position when they play against Michigan. But, David, in the 2nd half here, it's all Buckeyes.
Yeah, and you got to be physical. When you play the Wolverines, you know the type of brand that they play. Ohio State has matched that physicality. They have been ready. They were ready for the game, and they've handled business.
And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. The kickoff unit about to go to work. Coming out with it, it's Stewart. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Looking for a productive play on first down. He wants to throw. Got it set up on the outside. He makes the stop, and a nice pickup there on first down. Leaves them in second and manageable. And they'll come to the line with less than a yard to go. They're going back to the ground. The Wolverines get the first down.
Yeah, in this offense, listen, we're in warp speed, right? We got to score a bunch of points here. We're down. We're trailing. We got to go fast, but we also got to get first downs. And that's a nice job sneaking in the run, getting the first down, and now we crank the tempo back up.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Second down coming up. Looking to throw, it's Warren. Gets open down the middle. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
He can't make the catch. Had it right in his hands, and it'll be fourth down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. He's got him, and they convert. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. And the Wolverines look to keep this drive humming. Keeping it on the ground with the running back.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
He's back to throw on second down. Got a man. It's Bell. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is at a premium for this offense.
Trying to find his man on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Morris. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down. The Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Use the play fake. Now to throw. He's got an open man. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. And the Wolverines want to move quickly. Back to the air one more time. Using the quick game. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. To throw, it's Warren. Fires into the end zone. And he wanted to get the score right there, but it falls incomplete.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
Touchdown, Michigan! And the comeback is on. Well, we wondered exactly where the momentum was, and it looks as if Uncle Mo might have switched sidelines and switched families.
And momentum is such a big thing. It's such a real part of college football, isn't it? And you can just feel that right now. It just felt a few minutes ago like this game was over, and all of a sudden, this team, they're believing in themselves. They've got some win. They've got some hope. Their defense now needs to get the football back and keep that momentum going.
The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
He's looking for an open man on second down. Gets it out quickly. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. New set of downs after that completion. We have arrived at the 2-minute warning, a one-possession game as this offense tries to hold on. It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. To the air, it's Howard. Got his man quickly. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Wideouts all wadded up in a bunch. On second down, looking to throw. Reacted well to the tip, but just couldn't squeeze the football. Instead of the turnover, it'll be 3rd down. And now this offense will try to overcome that 2nd down incompletion. Grab near the marker, it's Tate. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Now it's a 1st down from the 43-yard line. Looking to move it through the air. He makes the connection.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
That last completion sets him up on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. On target. They get him down after he makes the catch.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Linebackers trying to create some confusion. From the 36, a 3rd down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. Offense calls a timeout here, critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
After that incompletion on 3rd and short, it's going to be an interesting decision for the head coach because I know he believes in his guys to go get it here on 4th down and pad the lead, but if you kick a field goal, you make it a 2-possession game here in the 2nd half, and I think that's the right decision.
Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Wants to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Morris. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Offense gets set for 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle. It's Morgan. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking to go up top on 1st down. Unloads to the right. Wide open downfield. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. They're going to throw it again. Got it. They will score. Touchdown, Wolverines.
Great job with the score. And listen, right here at this point in the game, there's still going to be time left. My defense is going to have to make a stand regardless. I'm going to kick the extra point because the field goal still beats me if I go for a 2-point conversion.
Coming down the stretch in the 4th, and we are all tied up, about set to kick it away. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. A pretty good bit of ground to cover here, Jay. Jesse, but they've got some time to work with.
They do, so tempo is going to be important. You got to go fast. You just got to make good decisions at the quarterback position.
And those good decisions are throwing the ball beyond the sticks, using the sidelines to get out of bounds, trying to maximize this time and get in a position to win.
Snagged in the middle, it's Smith. Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one. Will they try to win it here or be content to play for overtime? And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Bunch formation trying to spring a guy free. Scanning the field, it's Howard. Fires to the middle. Makes a connection. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. The Buckeyes will line it up on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Complete downfield. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. Fresh set of downs after the completion. Comes out throwing on first down. Touchdown, Ohio State. And in the final moments, they've taken the lead.
And how about this offense, man? They knew they needed to execute. Great play calling, great drive, put it together. Now you got a chance to go up by 7 late in this ball game and then let your defense go on the field and seal it for you.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finish it off with a touchdown toss from the 23. He'll bring it out. It's Stewart. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Got to get everybody lined up quickly, time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. He'll come out throwing on first down. Coming after it. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th. On 2nd down, looking again to throw. Oh, and they get to him. Had a chance for an all-time finish, but the defense put a stop to it, and that's the final play of the game. It's really easy to get caught up in the emotion of a rivalry game. We did, and certainly this was a huge win.
Yeah, and you started, you circled it, you were ready for this team. This is the rivalry you put a lot of stock in all offseason. You're talking about this game in particular. You go out and get the dub. It's a relief because you definitely wanted this team.
And it's bragging rights for everybody, for the coaching staff, for the fans, but how about for the players as well? For another 365 days, you can talk about how you went out, you dominated, and you beat your rival. A lot of these guys are going to go on to the NFL. They'll be in locker rooms next year. They'll be talking about this for a long time.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.